What if I told you there was one tool that can cross-cut, bevel, miter, and slide its way right through just about any board that you throw at it? I'm talking about the 10-inch compound sliding miter saw. And if you're brand new to tools or home projects, this video is going to walk you through everything. We're going to talk about safety to blade choices, to the differences between miter cuts, bevel cuts, and compound cuts. And I'm going to even talk about some of the weirdest ways that I've used mine. So buckle up, because this thing is about to become your new best friend. Let's get nerdy. Welcome, Nerd Herd. I'm Jessica, your friendly neighborhood woodshop nerd. I use my 10 years of experience in theater construction to help women who are new to DIY and home maintenance to master basic tool fundamentals. Don't forget to hit like if this video helps you, subscribe if you want more beginner-friendly tools and tips, and drop a comment if you've got a project that you're just itching to try or a tool that you would like for me to teach you in a future video. And of course, visit me over at thewoodshopnerd.com for more resources and guides. All right, so if you're new to woodworking or tools in general, the miter saw can feel a little intimidating. All the knobs, all the levers, and of course, the blade. It's intimidating to say the least. But don't worry, today we're gonna break it all down piece by piece so that by the end, you'll not only know what everything does, you're gonna feel like a pro every time you fire it up. Okay, first, let's start with the jargon. Miter. This is an angled cut from side to side. Think geometry class and your acute and obtuse angles. Bevel. This refers to the tilt of the blade for the angled cuts on the thickest part of the board. Compound. This refers to a combination of the miter and the bevel cut together. This is perfect for picture frames or the crown molding that you're going to put up in your room someday. Sliding refers to the blade moving backward and forward for cutting wider boards. You got all that? That's okay if you don't. I'm gonna leave a cheat sheet below in the description free for you to use. At the heart of this machine is a 10-inch carbide tipped blade. That's your workhorse. Keeping you safe is the blade guard, which automatically lifts when you cut. The motor housing powers all of it, and there is a handle with a trigger switch, which is where you take control. Now, many models like this Ryobi, they also have a laser guide button to assist you in lining up that perfect cut. Down here we've got the table, it's the stage for your wood, and the fence, which keeps your material aligned straight and steady. Now you see this? This is the miter scale and pointer. You can rotate it to the right or to the left, lock it into place, and you've got beautiful miter cuts. You're going to be cutting angles that would have made your geometry teacher proud. Now back here you have a knob which helps you tilt the blade. This gives you the nice beveled edge that you're looking for at 15, 30, up to 45 degrees. You combine the two, miter and bevel, and then you've got your compound cut, and that is where this beautiful beast gets its name. Now, unlike basic miter saws, this one slides on rails. That means that it can go forward and backward, tackling boards that are much wider. You got longer pieces of lumber? Not a problem. These extension wings on either side keep everything balanced, while the clamp holds it steady. Think of it as your tool's seatbelt. Now for even larger boards, however, it is always important to have extended support so that your board doesn't lift off of the saw. I use a tripod work support, but you can use a chair or another extended table or even just a few extra boards underneath your project. Just make sure that your board is always perfectly flat and supported, otherwise the blade can kick it up and it's going to potentially injure you. Want to control the depth? There's a depth stop back here, which is perfect for dados, which just basically means you're not cutting all the way through your board. This machine automatically clicks into the most common angles, 0, 45, etc. That way you're not wasting time trying to figure it all out. And when it's time to swap out your blade, there is a spindle lock right here that freezes the blade into place so that you can unscrew it and remove it. Easy peasy. And finally, there is the dust port in the back. It may not look very glamorous, but you hook it up with a vacuum cleaner and suddenly you have less sawdust flying all over the room. All right, let's talk about blades. You're usually gonna see three main sizes, 7 1/4, 10, and 12 inch. The bigger the blade, the deeper the cut. But the real secret is in the teeth count. The lower the teeth count, the rougher but faster the cut. That's great for framing. The higher the teeth count, the smoother and crisper and more perfect the cut. This is great for trim or furniture. So think about what you're building first and then buy the appropriate blade. All right, let's talk safety. Don't roll your eyes at me. It's very important. Now, I have taught many teenagers how to use this machine safely in my workshop, so if they can learn, you can learn too. First, always secure your board. Keep your hands clear of the blade guard zone, especially your thumb. Clamp your wood into place if you can. That gives it less chance of it jumping around. Don't trigger the blade so high up above the project, but never trigger the blade when it's actually touching the board. It will kick back up on you. And never lift the blade until it completely stops running. Now, there are a ton of great brands out there. Craftsman, DeWalt, Bosch, Makita, you name it. They all make great solid saws. But here's my personal experience. I am a diehard Ryobi fan. I'm not sponsored yet. I've been such a loyal customer for the past 10 years that I actually own 2 Ryobi miter saws, one at home for my DIY projects and one at work for building sets in my productions. So if that doesn't scream out obsession, I don't know what does. It's a workhorse of a tool. I get great results every single time, and the price point didn't break my budget compared to some of the other variations of the very same tool. Now, one big beginner mistake that I see all the time, and I did this myself as a newbie, cutting on the floor. Please, don't do it. Set your miter saw on a dedicated table or a stand. Why? Well, it's safer. You're not leaning over awkwardly with a spinning blade in front of you. It's more accurate, you can line up your board at eye level, and it saves your back. Trust me, after a long project, your back's gonna be hurting if you keep it on the floor. Some of the strangest things that I've ever cut with my miter saw? Lots of PVC pipe for set construction, although they do make a pipe cutter specifically for that, but a miter saw works just as well when you're in a pinch. Lots of foam insulation for theater set pieces. This thing cuts through the foam just like butter. And believe it or not, lots and lots of pool noodles. Don't ask. Actually, they're great for stage combat and for creating coral reefs for things like The Little Mermaid. So is the miter saw really the only tool that you're ever gonna need? No, not at all. But it is the one that's gonna make you feel like a woodworking wizard faster than almost any other tool in your workshop. You master this, and suddenly all of those projects that felt overwhelming before, like picture frames or trim or furniture, they become downright fun. Hit like if this video taught you even just one new thing about a miter saw. Subscribe to my channel so that I can bring you more beginner-friendly tool tips. And please, drop me a comment below. Tell me what project you are dreaming to tackle first, or what other tool you'd like for me to help you out with. And don't forget to visit me over at thewoodshopnerd.com for some step-by-step guides, tool breakdowns, and some free checklists. So until next time, remember, measure twice, cut once, and stay nerdy, my friends.